TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl LaShia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Think Different TV. Welcome to the 5th episode of season 2 of Think Different TV, where minds meet. I am your host, LaShia. What's up, y'all? How was y'all weekend? Black History Month is in full effect. I had some technical difficulties. I'm not even gonna lie. So I was just like, what is going on? What is going on? I'm trying to make sure that everything is good. I don't want anything to crap out on me during this very important show, okay? So I'm just trying to make sure that everything is set up in a go. So I apologize for the tardiness, but guess what? We're going to keep on rolling with the punches. Listen, Think Different TV is every Monday night, God willing, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. I thank you because you could be anywhere right now, but you choose to be here with me. So, Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsor. So let's get into it. Our sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area, you can hit up Captain at 267-707-8279. And that is our sponsor. And like I said, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, God willing. I'm working on it, y'all. Please, 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 please bear with me. A lot of technical difficulties. What can cheer me up? Go Birds, go Birds. So, listen, we got a heck of a show lined up tonight. So because this hot topic has been super duper hot, I'm going to just go through, okay? We no stops. We got everything. We got the hidden and quits. We got everything going on. Shout out to Imitation by Jarrell, because this is Queen. She's been rocking with me since the beginning. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell on my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. Also, let's share the love by sharing the live. After you share, comment TDTV, hashtag TDTV. All right, y'all. So let's get this party started. We're going to jump into our Hit It and Quit It. And it's a lot, y'all. All right, our Hit It and Quit It are trending events in music, sports, political, celebrity, and local news. So let's get to it. In music news, eBay removes Lotto's underwear from its platform for violating its used clothes policy. Ew. Drake reacts to being the first artist to surpass 75 billion Spotify streams, saying we should get bonuses like athletes to motivate for future artists. I'm sorry. Neo and Crystal have finalized their divorce. The singer's ordered to pay $2 million, split assets, and share custody of their kids. She gained a $1.6 million lump sum to balance out their real estate holdings and $20K for moving expenses. Neo agreed to give her $150K for a new car because he wants to keep their new Bentley. She also gained $12K in monthly child support and alimony of $5K monthly. Wow. Wow. Eddie Murphy wasn't playing when he was talking about, hey, like, she damn near took everything. Sheesh. And it's funny because we were about to talk about proposing and stuff like that. Marriage. There you go. Divorce. There you go. The internet is in a frenzy this morning after Harry Styles wins the Grammy for Album of the Year, and his thank you speech ended with this doesn't happen to people like me very often. Listen, Grammys was in full effect all weekend. There was a lot of stuff going on, and I'm going to bring up some of that stuff. Ice Spice shows her fans versatility on her new featured song, "The Boy's a Liar." All right, looks like Grammys got the message this year. Let's say it looked more like an event for the people rather than in previous years being an event of the people. All right, Lil Wayne was honored over the weekend with tributes from a lineup of his close friends in the music industry at the BMC Honors, and also hit the stage at the Grammys live this past Sunday night. We celebrated 50 years of hip hop, you know, on the Grammys. LL Cool J was kind of spearheading all of that, with Questlove being the MD the entire time, which was dope. Lil Uzi Vert's "I Just Wanna Rock." Well, we have a local celebrity, I like to call him Malik Joe, the real Malik Joe. Shout out to him. He done remixed it. He said, "I just wanna block, block, block. I just wanna block, block, block." Is now the certified platinum and may replace Meek Mill's historic track "Dreams and Nightmares" as the official anthem for the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl appearance this year. That's a big deal. But then again, it's like, dang, you know, we bump a Philly artist to put somebody else that's not a Philly artist, but I mean, it's a hot song. Viola Davis achieves EGOT. That means she has an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. She got a Grammy for her book. So she achieved EGOT status at the 2023 Grammys and becomes the third Black woman in history to do so. I believe the first one was Whoopi Goldberg. Willie D of the Ghetto Boys goes off on the Grammys for not including him in the hip hop 50th anniversary tribute performance. But I mean, he could have just got in touch with Scarface, or they should have had some type of conversation, because that's not the Grammys. I mean, you know, because Scarface performed. So I mean, Quavo performed his tribute to his late nephew. 1/3 of the Migos take off without Offset. Everyone grieves differently. Prayers go out to their family. Losing a loved one is not easy. There was some craziness going on backstage at the Grammys before the Takeoff tribute. Quavo reportedly blocked Offset from joining him on stage, which led to a physical altercation. And Cardi B was yelling like, "Y'all need to stop." A lot of craziness. In a new interview on new $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. crossed the line by speaking on the Migos relationship with their group. Offset responds telling to watch his mouth, have some respect, and stay out of family business. The comments got lit. As you know, in the South, we stand behind our artists, alive or deceased. It looks like ATL as a whole is pretty upset with Prince's family inconsiderate, disrespectful remarks and opinions about a family they know nothing of. In celebrity news, Tom Girardi. Gosh, let me take I gotta get it together. Tom Girardi, former lawyer, and I took a sip and I still didn't get my words together, but who appeared on Real Housewives, indicted on charges of swindling millions from clients. This is not necessarily celebrity news. This next one is because it's been getting so much press. We're continuing with the Tyree Nichols case. He worked at FedEx, allegedly having a sexual relationship with Officer Demetrius Haley's ex and his baby mother, who also worked at FedEx. The Memphis police have released a sixth suspect identified in the killing of Tyree Nichols. He is a white man by the name of Preston Hemphill, and he was responsible for participating in the initial traffic stop and use of a taser. He was departmentally discharged and terminated from MPD following his violations. I kind of felt like it was a personal thing because it was just so random. So random. Like, I mean, like, attacks on black people by police officers, white police officers, sadly is becoming the norm. And sometimes you get desensitized by hearing the news and you're like, oh my gosh, another one, another one, another one, another one. So hearing about black cops killing a black man, it was like a shock to the system. So I felt like it was something not right about that, and it turned out it was right. It was definitely a personal thing. Including Demetrius Haley sending pictures of Tyree Nichols as they were beating him up to his big mom. Like, so yeah, there's a lot going on, y'all. YouTube superstar Mr. Beast is making the world clearer for 1,000 people. His latest stunt was paying for a cataract removal for 1,000 people who were blind or near blind and needed surgery. He even gave the patients cash donations and other gifts as part of his way of giving back. Stoudemire, Amari Stoudemire, domestic violence charges dropped after the victim failed to cooperate with authorities. So the check cleared, y'all. Check cleared. In sports news, Clemson basketball player Brevin Galloway undergoes emergency surgery after his genitals explode, and he had surgery to fix the issue. Kyrie Irving trade rumors resurfaced. He was traded to the Dallas Mavericks. Former NFL player Arian Foster said the NFL is rigged and scripted. Before every season, they receive a script of what needs to happen. He compared it ultimately to the WWE. This includes wins, losses, injuries, and Super Bowl champs. Listen, all this comes out when my Eagles on the way to the Super Bowl. Like, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. Tom Brady retired. Is that news? He'll probably be back next year. But someone was selling his retirement, saying from the exact same spot he retired from for at least $99K at an eBay auction. So, like my good old friend Treva LaFarher like to say, that's sherm activity, okay, on the part of the seller and the buyer. So whoever's selling it is on that stuff, and whoever buys it is on that stuff. In other sports news, Super Bowl is right around the corner. Y'all know Rihanna going to be doing a halftime Super Bowl show, so, or Super Bowl halftime show, however you want to say it. Yeah, she gonna be doing it. So, and then you got the Chiefs and the Eagles going head to head. My Eagles, go Birds. In other news, ungrateful teen given $1,600 in Tesla gifts. Mom, she said she wanted a Mercedes instead, and she said that the money was not enough. Yeah, where's she at so I can kick her in the throat? Florida teen accused of stabbing girl 114 times pleads guilty to first-degree murder. A family finds son after losing him in the middle of the ocean. A 13-year-old boy is now charged with murder. A 14 and 15-year-old are facing assault and gang assault charges. Cops were able to nab the teens by following their movements on video surveillance cameras before, during, and after the crime. Cops say Naheem Wright's senseless slaying stemmed from a dispute over a girl. Naheem's twin brother, Raheem, called his mother to let her know 3 teenage boys had followed him and his brother home from the store and started fighting them. Raheem told her they were defending themselves and got outnumbered, and one of the boys stabbed his brother in the side. That's sad. Like, they teenagers, they need to be in the house. Like, why wasn't they in the house? The food service director for an impoverished South Suburban School District is accused of stealing $1.5 million worth of food, mainly chicken wings. Chicken wing. 66-year-old Vera Liddell worked for Harvey School District 152 for more than a decade, according to LinkedIn account associated with her name. This was a theft scheme that brewed during the height of the COVID school lockdown. Court documents accuse Liddell of ordering more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings from the school's district food provider, then picking up the food in a district cargo van. Real quick, let me go to my Facebook fam and clue them into what's going on. Let me refreshing the screen again while that's loading. Let's go to the next one because these are hit it and quit it. As many as 100,000 chickens are estimated to have perished at Hillendale Farms in Bowles Rod in Connecticut chicken farm fire, marking a number that is particularly alarming as the U.S. continues to see a rise in the egg prices. Them eggs cost some money. Okay, they ain't cheap. You can't get carton of eggs like $8-9 now. You got women out there, you know, trying to find a sugar daddy just to pay for some eggs. So that's crazy. Black militia mobilizes to protect Black farmers fighting for land and lives. Nicole and Courtney Mallory are reportedly facing racial terrorism at their 1,000-acre ranch in Colorado. Their animals have been disemboweled and poisoned. Their fences, surveillance, and property damage, and their own safety has been threatened. They have been stalked as well. His wife, Nicole, was taking a shower, and a man entered her house. She was able to defend herself with a shotgun in hand. This is getting crazy, y'all. It's kind of like Tulsa. They trying to shake us down. Iranian couple was arrested and sentenced to 10 years in prison for dancing in the street. America isn't so bad after all. At least we can do our TikToks in peace, right? 76-year-old Ellen Gilland was arrested after a 4-hour-long standoff with the police in the Daytona Beach hospital room where she had just shot and killed her terminally ill husband, Jerry. She eventually surrendered and is now facing first-degree murder charges. Excuse me. The couple had made an agreement 3 weeks ago that if his health got worse, she was to kill him and unalive him and then herself. But after shooting him, she realized she couldn't go through with it. She is being held without a bond. However, she has received sympathy from those who see her act as merciful. And it only happened because Florida doesn't have a law allowing for assisted suicide for patients who are terminally ill. So it's crazy. That made me think of when I was in psychology back in the day when I was in college, and we had this paper we had to write up on if we were for it or against assisted unaliving. And I really didn't know how to go about that because I was like, it's kind of like it was another question that was really deep. I'm not even going to get into all that, but it really makes you think because there's so many different ways you can come with it, you know. But I'm like, because they're like, how we know y'all made the agreement? But this was her husband of many years. Why would she just all of a sudden just unalive him? Doesn't make any sense. You know, he was clearly sick, and she probably felt, well, she said they had an agreement, so it is what it is. CEO sues woman after being rejected because she sees him as just a friend. He wants $2.3 million in damages because she ruined his reputation. He claims she brought trauma, depression, and impact to his life. Is he a beta? Is he a beta? He one of them dudes that just said, maybe if I make a lot of money, then girls will start to like me. And no, you're still not attractive. You're not somebody I want to be with. I don't care how much money you had, you know. And what kind of life is that to know that somebody's with you just for money? I mean, it happens, but that's kind of sad. DoorDash is now accepting EBT as form of payment. Oh man, I know a lot of people gonna be using somebody's card. They're gonna be having like 300 orders by the same girl. Because people gonna be using other people's EBT card. Like, that's crazy. I don't know. Like, I think they doing too much. If you got an EBT card, just go to the supermarket and buy food. Why would you order on DoorDash? Let's be honest. I know, like, you don't want to go, but then they got Instacart too. They got Instacart. Instacart accepts EBT. I know. Like, it accepts EBT. So just order on Instacart. Have them deliver your groceries to the house and stop being lazy. I mean, it's lazy ordering the food, not going to the supermarket, but y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, don't judge me. Prisoners will be asked to exchange organs for reduced time in a new bill. Texas man 36-year-old Sean Strout was sentenced to 35 years in prison for killing his friend. I gotta change these words. Unaliving his friend 36-year-old Aaron Walker in October of 2017. After an argument about items, Strout was accused of stealing from the victim. A mother claims her child was traumatized by what she called a racially motivated school lunch menu at Nyack Middle School in New York on the first day of Black History Month. Instead of Philly cheesesteak, broccoli, and fresh fruit, it was replaced with chicken and waffles and watermelon. I don't have any problem with the menu option. I'm mad that this was a problem. The only way it would be a problem is if the chicken was dry and I'd be like, yo. I mean, if you wanted a Philly cheesesteak, just say that. But the claim is like racially motivated. Like, yeah, they doing too much. I mean, we eat tacos on Cinco de Mayo. We drink tequila. Everybody has their thing. I mean, then chicken is delicious. Or waffles is delicious. Anyway, a woman on TikTok named Love is claiming to be the biological child of Aaliyah and R. Kelly, but do we really believe her? People have a history of lying or using R. Kelly's name for clout and financial gain. But it was like so random. Like, she definitely on that stuff. And if she not, I'm sorry, girlfriend. But that was just too much. Like, you go after all these years, and I'm trying to. The math not mathing. You look young. Well, she look. Yeah, she look young. She don't look like she could. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I ain't never heard no Aaliyah being pregnant. Stop it. Philadelphia police. Local news. Local. Philadelphia police officers made a tragic discovery in the back of a box truck last Monday evening in Germantown. A woman and her 60-year-old homeless boyfriend were found dead, lying on a couch under a blanket inside of a truck. According to reports, the 43-year-old woman suffered from mental issues and refused her family's pleas for her to stop living out of the box truck. There were no signs of trauma, so the cause of death is currently undetermined. One of the Philadelphia's community leaders and activists who I actually met, when did I meet him? I met him on Broad and Dolphin at an event that I was doing with Arson 215, B. McFly. He posted a video of his car shot up in what seems to be an attempted unaliving. He said, what if I had my kids in here coming to the community to save the community, and this is what I get? He was unharmed, and this all happened between 55th and 56th in Sampson in West Philadelphia. And that is crazy because that car was riddled with bullet holes. Like why? Like, no justification. Just people just, I don't know. Anthony Lowe's family asked for justice after he was gunned down by Huntington police, not Huntington Park officers on Slauson Avenue. They said he was no real threat. He was a amputee who was fleeing from the police after ditching his wheelchair. Police reports said he had just stabbed someone unprovoked, leaving them in critical condition. He was shot in the back and handcuffed. His family said he was upset about recently having his legs amputated. Police deployed 2 tasers, and after Lowe threatened to throw the knife at them, they fired rounds into. I mean, they throw a knife. Well, if he throws a knife at him, is chance they could just sidestep it. I don't understand why they had to shoot him, but his family wants answers and wants to see the street cam footage that shows the entire situation unfolding, not just what they want us to see. Bed Bath and Beyond set to close 87 stores in Philadelphia. 9-year-old David. Oh, we're gonna end on a positive note. 9-year-old David Balgolgan, David B, becomes one of the youngest ever high school graduates, graduating from Reach cyber charter school. And here's the crazy thing. I was going to put my son in that charter school too. In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He wants to be an astrophysicist. So, yeah, let's go. Like, that's some good news. I like to end on a positive note. I mean, we are about to go into the obituaries, but in local news, when we end up on something like that, I love it. I love it. In obituaries, y'all know the new show Wednesday, right? Well, it's based off of the Addams Family and everything like that, and it's on Netflix. So I was like, Dad, Lisa Loring played the original Wednesday Addams, and I had this thing pop in my head, like, wouldn't it be cool if like she played the grandmom on, the new season of Wednesday? And guess what? She passed away at the age of 64, y'all. So my condolences to her family. Laverne and Shirley star Cindy Williams, the one that plays Shirley, she passes away at the age of 75. Brandon Smiley, Ricky Smiley's son, he passed away at the age of 32. And Melinda Dillon, who played the mother on A Christmas Story, she passed away recently as well. Legend of the Street tour is continuing. All right, remember the Legend of the Streets tour that I was talking about? They've been hitting the streets. I think they just wrapped up. I'm not sure, or maybe they have a few more shows that they have to do. But the show consisted of Jeezy, Rick Ross, T.I., Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, Ja Rule, Jadakiss, Cameron, Trina, with special guest P-Valley's own Juicy Fruit. And the stops included NOLA, Houston, Dallas, Greensboro, and Cincinnati. So from what I see, it looked like the joint was fire. However, when Rick Ross was performing, it was a lot of people leaving. So I don't know if it was getting late or they just not fans, but the stadium was clearing out. And it was kind of sad to see. Saturday and Sunday, March 4th and 5th, the Soul to Soul tour is in AC. Kim Ledisi and special guest Music Soul Child at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Will you be there? I'm gonna try to be there. I'm gonna try to be there, y'all. www.raphooks.com. Rap Hooks, a platform created by Uncle Marvin Music on IG, is where you could take courses on creating hits, branding, streaming, social media marketing, music marketing, learning how to monetize your platforms, landing placements and major playlisting, collaborating with any artist, producer, or engineer 24/7 worldwide, and showcasing your talents to the world. Follow him, Uncle Marvin Music, on IG, and tell him Triva La Fire sent you, and get started today on taking your music career to the next level. Rap Hooks works with us, not for us. And that has been our Hit It and Quit It. All right, y'all. All right. I'm super excited about this. All right. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let me tell you, I've hosted this video and y'all was going crazy in my comment section on my page. So let me just play this. First I'm going to tell y'all this is the hot topic we're going into. So it's super hot. So make sure y'all got your mix, cause it's crazy.
I'm coming in hot.
And let me see if I can find it, y'all, because y'all was going, when I say y'all was going crazy over this video, it's like y'all was going to jump down my daggone throat. But here we go.
First let me say to you, I cannot wait to see you. You are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know how much I really need you? I don't pay for the day when I can finally kiss you. You know, say every day.
So, did y'all notice what was going on there? Did y'all notice what was going on there? Woo! There was a woman on her knee proposing to a man. How y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Cause I know a lot of y'all was going crazy in my comment section, and it was like my notifications was going off. People was leaving paragraphs. They was outraged. Some people said, hey, I see people in love. Why not? Let them do them. You know, who are we to judge? And that's true. Like, who are we to judge? If that's how people decide to celebrate their love, so be it, right? But there's a lot of people that took issue with it. A lot of people. All right. I'm not even sure if I can even get to. I'm gonna try to pull it up on my computer. First of all, why am I even signed into this account? I'm not even supposed to be signed into this account. That's not the account I want to be signed into. Let me see if I can find it. But in the meantime, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all a few more videos because this John crazy. Here's some that with some other examples. Wait. I got more. So a guy was asked on the street, you know, how do you feel about, you know, who should propose, men or women?
Who should propose in a relationship?
Good question. I don't think there should be a set rule. Okay, whatever feels right in that moment. I think this whole, you know, men have to ask and men have to do this and men have to do that, it's bullshit. You know, women should ask. And, you know, I don't think there should be no plans or no rules and regulations in that sense. You know, we live in the 21st century, man. You know, anything goes, right? So, yeah, that's my answer.
Wait a minute. Not only is this like out in public, like this is not just people, like regular people doing it, but it actually happened on a show. Y'all remember the show Star? Check this out.
Surprise. I don't want to wait for the crazy to be over because it'll never be over.
Respectfully, if my girl proposes to me, I'm gonna say no. Hell no.
It's like, what is going on? What is going on right now? What is going on right now? I have no idea. There are people that are for it, and there's people that are absolutely against it. Check this out. This girl tried. She was just playing around, but you should have saw her boyfriend's reaction.
You wanna put a ring on my finger? Put it on and make him wanna marry me. Yeah. Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
He was like, "Get your ass up." We don't joke like that in this house. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't be up here embarrassing me. This one young lady from I forget what it's called. I'm gonna see when I pull up the clip, but these two was sitting down talking about it, and the girl had a strong reaction to it.
So if a woman proposed to you and you said no,
see, girl proposing to me,
that's never, I mean, it might happen. I'm not gonna say
it might
never,
not. No.
I ain't proposing to no nigga, okay? I'd rather eat my flip-flops before I propose to a man. I'd rather swallow a jean jacket whole with the buttons before I propose to a man. I'd rather lie naked in a bed of bumblebees before I propose to a man. It's something like that.
But you had them instances though where them girls be getting down on one knee at the mall. I done seen them all the time on Instagram.
Clown behavior.
I can't even see, and it is not even necessary. I could love you. I could really appreciate you doing this just I could like really, you know, feel like we can have something long term. But you getting on one knee probably will turn me off.
I was about to say the man gonna be like, bitch, get up. The fuck you doing? Get up. You embarrassing me. Because that's emasculating him as well. Yeah. I feel like that's taking away from his role.
She said it's like emasculating the man. So I'm gonna pull up this post so I can read the comments, because y'all kept it coming, honey. Y'all kept it coming. Okay, I was like, wow. So this joint got like 58 comments. This joint was, well, partly it was me also responding, so in all probably like 29 comments. But it was high, like people was like, one shout out to Suzanne Christine, awesome singer. She was like, no. Seabase 1297 said a woman should propose if she got to propose. The relationship is already heading in the wrong direction. Dude in this video should be ashamed of himself, and that's the one that I showed first. I asked him wrong direction how, and he said he is already showing he isn't willing to stand at the forefront and be the head. Indecisiveness is present as well, because if y'all been with each other long enough for her to have the courage to propose, you had more than enough time to go get a ring and do the same thing. Don't know them, but it looks like she's about to be in a whole situation where she's putting out way more than he is financially, physically, etc. And lastly, why would you have your woman on her knees asking you to marry her? In the bedroom, that's fine with me if the situation calls for it, but I would never allow or want my woman to be on her knees in front of me like I'm demanding worship or something. I don't do public humiliation or anything similar. Love and respect me, and I'll do the rest. I'll get my one knee dirty and propose. I would never accept her doing it. Strong reactions. Dashiki Braxton says the man should propose. Certain traditions should be kept intact. Mr. Handsome says, hell no, this ain't right. This the only power men have left in this generation in relationship choosing, and it's such a masculine reaction. Miss the feminine woman. He misses the feminine woman. So it's crazy because choosing, when a man proposes, is he choosing the woman, or is he asking to be chosen? Aha. When a man proposes, is he choosing his mate, or is he asking to be chosen? So I always thought it was a man choosing the woman, like I choose you, Pikachu, like this is what I want in my life. I want you to be the mother of my seeds. I want to have a future with you. I mean, mother, if that's what they choose to do, but I want you to be part of my financial everything, my life, my everything. And I always was under the assumption that that's what was happening. A man was choosing a woman. So I said, okay, maybe a woman proposing to a man is like a way to, I don't want to say take power back, but to assert her dominance and say, I'm tired of waiting to be chosen. I want to do the choosing. But this woman actually had an interesting point when she said, it's actually when a man gets on one knee, he's asking to be chosen.
No. There's a reason why a man gets down on his knee to propose, and I think you've forgotten why. When a man gets down on his knee to propose, he is lowering himself down to show you that he values you, that he puts you on a pedestal, and he is proposing to you that he be your provider, that he be your protector and your safe space, and the one that spends the rest of his life with you. He is asking you to choose him. Somewhere along the lines, the dynamic has shifted where women are begging men to choose them, and the men are going, oh yeah, I'll choose you when I'm good and ready. No. A real man will value you, and he will propose, and he will lower himself down to show you that he values you, and he will ask you to choose him to spend the rest of your life with. And that is what a proposal is all about. When you're ready to stand in your power, click the link in my bio.
So I was looking at that and I was saying, oh, that's interesting. I never thought of it like that. I never thought of it being that. And also, if we want to go biblical, you know, it says, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, right? He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. It doesn't say anything about women at all choosing or being the ones to find a mate in the Bible, you know. So that's why a lot of people have these strong feelings about it. Some people are saying tradition, but then some people feel that tradition is just this little boy. Well, someone's son said tradition is just peer pressure from dead people, you know, because they're dead and they keep passing down this tradition over and over and over again. But who's to say we're supposed to follow it? And I get it. I love being progressive. I love, you know, embracing my femininity, and I love also being like being able to choose certain things as a woman. But I just feel like that's not something I want to do. I don't want to have to propose to my mate because maybe he didn't propose to me because he ain't ready for marriage. And also, y'all gotta stop sneak attacking these guys with these proposals. I mean, it's crazy because it's like there's some men that sneak attack their woman, and propose to them, and the woman can either say yes or no. But if a man is rejected, he just takes it on the chin, because like a friend of mine said, that's part of the game, you know. Drake had a piece of jewelry made for all the times he wanted to propose, right? And Drake do stuff like that. He's just so eclectic. So it's just like that type of stuff just be like, what is going on? What is going on with the world of that? Persian Sound, I'm going back to the comments. Persian Sound said men all day, men have more options, because I proposed the question, who should propose, the man or the woman? And she said men all day, men have more options, so to know it's real is to have them propose. Right? When a man chooses to lower himself to you and decides to ask you to choose him, or if he chooses you, in this world where the ratio is more in a woman, the ratio is more in a man's favor anyway, because he got so many options to choose from, got so many different women he could choose from, because the woman population is really high, you know. So it's like, and the proportion is not proportionate, you know. It's not like 50% men, 50% women. And then when you throw in the LGBTQIA plus community, it limits it down even more, you know, with women finding men. So let me look at these other comments. Commotion, who is my brother, he also is an awesome artist. He said, I'm old school, so I'd rather be the one proposing. If the lady proposes, it almost feels like she's either desperate or codependent or dominant. And either way, that's unhealthy for a balanced relationship, in my honest opinion. Yeah, I mean, and it's crazy because it's like, a lot of people see that as a bad thing when a woman decides to propose, because it's like you kind of lowering yourself and putting yourself in the, now taking how that lady said you're asking to be chosen, it is making you seem a little, making you seem submissive in a way, like please 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 pick me, pick me, pick me, you know, the whole pick me thing, pick me, pick me, pick me. And that has a very negative connotation when it comes to women and being pick me. So Ronan Ali says, strange, it seems weird even to me that a woman proposes to a man, yet it's really the woman who chooses in all situations. And to be honest, when I asked him, I said, the woman really chooses, and he said, because I want to read his comment following that, he said, nothing goes unless a woman says so. You could be anywhere, club, library, job. There could be 20 eligible or attractive guys trying to get one woman's attention. If she chooses to be with the quiet, unattractive guy in a corner who may not even notice her, that's who she'll choose to be with. We see it every day. Ew, she likes him? How? That don't even match. I don't care how much money the man has, how much clout he has, how many other women are after him. If the woman he wants to be with, if the woman wants to be with someone else, she will. And guys need to learn how to deal with that, chill with the jealousy. So I get where he's going with that, kind of sort of like my brain, boop, 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 boop. But definitely woman chooses who she wants, right? If Urkel comes up and proposes, and people like, oh, why didn't Laura choose to be with Stefan? Why she ended up with Urkel? Affairs of the heart, baby. Affairs of the heart. But you see how, but it's crazy, because if y'all notice, on going to Family Matters, right? Steve wanted Laura so badly. He said he was going to alter his whole genetic makeup to become a whole nother person to be with her. And then he found a way to split them forever. So you got Stefan and you got Steve Urkel. There was an episode where Myra and Laura was fighting over Steve. So the crazy thing is that Laura was fighting just because she wanted to win, not necessarily because she wanted Steve. And Myra really, really wanted Steve. So it's like, that was crazy, because I was like, wow. But when they had the whole fight between Myra and Laura, right? It was like it was comical. They had a whole food fight. It was like they really fighting over a man. And then they're like, and they fighting over Urkel, like what? But nobody had a problem when Steve was vying for Laura's affection. It's just crazy like that. Let me jump in the comments, because I know there's a lot of them. It's probably blowing up right now. Woo! Woo! It's a lot. There's a lot going on. What's up, Triple F? He said, welcome to Think Different TV. Hashtag Tdtv. Make sure y'all share the love by sharing the live and get some people in here to this conversation. He's laughing. Kara, my love, she says, hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comment. She said, you look so beautiful. Then you got Chivo Lafayette says, I think it's okay if she proposes to, equality across the boards, right? And Kara agreed. She says, absolutely, Chivo. Chad Anthony, what's up? He said, Tdtv, what's up, what's up, what's up? And then Lehigh said, first off, he was Stefan, not Urkel. What do you mean? Like when Myra and Laura was fighting, they was definitely fighting over Steve. I don't know. But what's up, Lehigh? I haven't seen you on here before. Welcome to Think Different TV. I appreciate you for tuning in. All right, so back to the topic, the hot topic, right? So I know that there's some people that may want to speak on the topic at hand, like come on and say their piece about everything. So I'm going to leave the link in the comments just in case you want to jump in and talk about and share your thoughts on what we're talking about. Yeah, like Myra never want Stefan. She never wanted Stefan ever. She thought he was, in her mind's eye, he was repulsive because he was more brawn than brain, and she really liked brainy guys. Yeah, but we're going off topic. Let's get back on topic. Inner City Peace Organization says that all I see is love. Actually, great for her to let him into her heart for real. Into her heart, I mean. And then Kara, she also commented on the post. She said, I asked my man to marry me, then a week later he proposed to me. Oh, so I said, y'all chose each other. That's so beautiful. Live Soul X, she's a live soul. He said, interesting. So if she feels that the man's heart is in the right place, but he just hasn't made a decision yet, is it right for her to take the lead and propose? A woman might want to do that because then if he says no, she can stop wasting time instead of waiting for years and he never asks. Scoop Low says, man, proposing is a masculine action. Always has been. When a woman proposes to a man, it subconsciously pisses him off because realistically, it's an unwanted role reversal and also forcing a decision that has always been made by men. A woman proposing to a man is basically telling him, you the woman and I'm going to make the decision for you. Money Magnet Mia, she said, I'm not getting down on my knees in white pants to marry nobody. Is that our role now, or should we be embracing femininity? And Ray Lamar says, but my feelings aside, in this day and age where feminism reigns supreme and women constantly telling men they don't need them for anything, are we really surprised that this is becoming the norm? Whew, it was a lot. Y'all, definitely follow me on IG. My IG is right there, LaShia Star, LASHIASTAR. Make sure y'all follow me on there so y'all can see all these comments because it was burning up. And leave a comment of your own. You know, if you don't feel comfortable jumping on right now, I done left the link there. If you don't feel comfortable jumping into the stream live, that's perfectly fine. Feel free to comment in the comment section on here, or if you want to leave a comment, please go over to my page on IG and share your thoughts on this post. It was burning up, okay? I'm going to show y'all a few more videos because I thought some of them was kind of hilarious. All right, I'm going to show y'all this one. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see.
I ain't got no more you weed, baby. I'm broke, baby. Quiet, be quiet.
So I would like to make a toast to Daniel.
Oh, toast.
You know, we've been together for a long time, Daniel, and I really got something I want to ask you because I love you so much. Okay?
Chill.
He said, "What? Daniel, I love you so much, and I just want to know."
Get out! You gonna do my daughter?
Now that was a skit. That was actually a skit. That wasn't real, but what? He just walked away. He was like, But I'm gonna show y'all something that was not a skit. And it actually looked really, really bad. Hold up, let me see if I can find that clip. In the meantime, make sure y'all share the live, share the live, share the love, share the live. Because this other one I'm gonna show you guys is bananas. Okay, let me see if I can find. Oh, here it is. This was embarrassing. Actually, there's two videos. There's one where it shows what happened, and then the next video, it's back to back, shows someone's reaction to that video.
You can.
Can I get y'all support? Yes, you go, girl.
We got you.
You got it, girl.
Do you think?
Oh, that's so sweet.
What I'm talking about. All right, turn it back on.
He said yes.
Man, turn the music back on. Get that music. Get that music. DJ.
What you say, child?
Man, ladies, don't embarrass yourselves like this. Don't get it in your head to think that you gonna bow down on your knee and ask your man to marry you, bro. That's one of the most emasculating, embarrassing feelings that a man will ever go through. Shit, he shouldn't even fuck with you after that. I ain't gonna lie. You overstepping your boundaries. You're not playing in a lane that you should be playing in. And then you got your friends in on it. They should have told you that shit wasn't a good idea. But those be the miserable, jealous women that don't have your best interests at heart. So they allowed you to make a fool of yourself in front of the men that you love. Then they put it on camera and posted the shit, bro. We should have never known about this, bro. But those not your friends, bro. You need to stay in your lane. I'm glad he said no. Now go ahead and follow me.
He said, now go ahead and follow me. Yo, he is so funny. But I agree with him. Like, first of all, how you gonna see that your friend is obviously like, it did not go well, and then you post it? They did not clear this with her. And I'm mad because she didn't clear it with him. Because, like, was that even a discussion that came up? Like, hey, babe, like, there's ways you can hint without giving an ultimatum or, you know, just being real naggy about it. You can definitely just play your part. If you really want this person, if you really want this man to kneel before you or kneel down and ask you to choose him and propose to you or whatever, you gotta be on some, like, let me just play my part, you know. But a lot of women get tired of playing their part for years and years and years and not seeing the fruits of their labor. Like, and what I mean by that, like, being a faithful wife or girlfriend, because technically you're still girlfriend, y'all still technically single, you know, because y'all not married. Can't file your taxes, y'all probably could file y'all taxes together, but it wouldn't really do y'all much good because y'all really should be filing separately. It's just crazy that women feel like they have to do that. You don't have to get down on knee and propose to a man. If it gets to that point, I'm gonna have to say he don't value you as much as you think he does. If see, and here's another thing, accountability too, y'all. Accountability, and I'm gonna use that big old A word today. Accountability. At the beginning of the relationship, when y'all sit down there, like when y'all young, in your early 20s, maybe in your teens, that's not really a conversation that comes up. And so I can't really speak on the couples that have been together for years, like super amount of years, like since they was, 17, 18 years old, because that's not something that comes up when you're a teenager. I mean, maybe back in the day, because my grandma and my grandpa got married. My grandma was 15 years old when they got married. You feel me? But I don't know. Like, I just don't feel like at a certain point it was the topic of discussion. They were just bumping uglies. And I hate thinking like that, because when I'm thinking of this, I'm thinking like this is like my parents' generation, right? So they just bumping uglies. They ain't talking about marriage and nothing like that. And you just kind of end up together. Y'all just kind of be together. And then when you don't have people jumping down your throat, why aren't y'all married? Why aren't y'all married? Why aren't y'all married? When you don't have people doing that, and they're like, as long as you love each other, we ain't worried if you don't have the papers or not. That's a personal choice for yourself. Like, do we want to go down there, walk down the aisle? Do we want to, go to City Hall? Do we want to go through the whole paperwork process? That's a personal choice amongst the couple, right? I'm not talking about those couples. I'm talking about like when you are dating in your 20s, mid to late 20s, going into your 30s. Make your intentions known. If you are a woman that wants to get married, let that person know. Don't just accept him because you want a warm body next to you at night. Don't just accept him because it feels right, and and maybe one day the topic might come up. Sometimes you got to lay it out on the table, because when everybody knows each other's intentions going into a certain situation, then no one feels duped at the end of it all. So if you want a husband, first of all, you gotta be a wife. You don't become a wife when you get a ring on your finger. You don't become a wife when you walk down the aisle. You have to already have those wifely things ingrained in you. And I'm not saying cook, clean up. I'm talking about just like having integrity and all those good things, and just being a solid person. And then he will realize the value and say, I want to marry her. I want to settle down with her. Sometimes men are slow to the draw, honey. Sometimes it takes them a while. Sometimes they're not even ready for marriage themselves. Maybe they scared. Maybe they don't know what they want, And I think that's when, if you're like if you're in your mid to late 20s, early 30s, you need to put a time limit on it. Like, listen, I'm just going to be upfront honest with you. I'm dating right now because I'm looking for a potential mate, someone I can be with for my remaining days. If that's not something you want, step off now. And another thing is, men got to be honest and realize that they have to be honest in that moment and say, that's not something I want. I wish you all the luck in your journey and what you decide to do. That's not something that I want right now. But there's so many women that don't put it right there on the table up front. And then you got men who lie and say, I want that too, when they really don't want it. They just want to get in your pants. So it's like a gamble sometimes, and you just have to act you got to take steps accordingly, right? I think that's where a lot of stuff gets twisted and turned every which way. Going back to the situation of, should a woman propose to a man, who should propose, men or women? I truly feel every situation is different. You get what I'm saying? If I'm standing in the airport and a man walks up and a woman gets down on one knee and proposes to him, that ain't none of my business. I don't know what's going on in their life. And I'm gonna be honest, sometimes you don't know if a man is a man and a woman is a woman. So it could be a trans woman proposing to a trans man, and we just don't even know. So it ain't none of my business. It's none of my business. Okay? I tried to understand this world, but I simply cannot. I think it's because I'm an alien, but that's another situation entirely. But I try to understand this world, but it's really crazy right now. And the norm is going to be what it is. It's going to be what it is. As times change, people do, right? As the dynamic switches, so big. So it's actually a woman that actually touched on that very situation. She talked about the switch of energies.
So for point of reference, this is where we started in 2017. Women were not proposing to men. Quoted by saying there's only one way to propose to a man, and that's never. Ooh, shock. 2022 and attitudes are changing. I wonder why that is. Why is it now that it's time for women to start asking? I'm gonna pass by all of this mass societal mumbo jumbo. Essentially, it does have to do with energies. Attitudes change when energetic shifts happen. 70% of men are stated here to be psyched that women would propose to them. This shows how feminized men have been in current society, and that in the past, women didn't want to propose first because it can seem as less feminine or too sexual. Bingo, women are less feminine. Most women are tired of waiting for men to propose for many reasons, and I'll make another video on this, on the 10 reasons why women should not propose. But mainly, women are happy to settle because they see potential, whereas men want to find the mother of the children. The forward energy of women proposing is masculine.
Exactly, y'all. So there's this shift. Right now, there's a shift. There are women who are more masculine, and there's men who are more feminine. And like she said, there was a study done where men were like, if my woman proposed to me, I'll be all for it. Let me jump to the comments real quick. So somebody just left a comment. Lehigh 23 said, oh, let me throw this up here. Lehigh 23 said, that's white stats though. I don't think black men are psyched. Yeah, that's definitely it sounds like a YT term. It definitely sounds like that. So I'm gonna say this, right? Because that's so funny that you said that. Yeah, statistics amongst different ethnic groups definitely have to be accounted for. All right, it has to be like statistics of all men, and then breaking it down statistically each ethnic group, because you're right, it may not be the case where black men are psyched, right? So let me jump back into these videos. Let me see what else I got for you guys before I wrap up this segment. Let me see. Here we got one young lady who says she doesn't want it to become a norm.
Normalize this. Before I get started though, hear me out first. Hear me out, and then you could come for me. The reason why I think we should not normalize this is because when you normalize something, it becomes an expectation. Normalization equates expectations. However, did I say that I disagree with this? No. If this is what a woman wants to do with her relationship, go ahead. I don't want women proposing to men to be a taboo because some women are like that. Some women want to do that. However, normalization, I don't know. If you normalize this, like I said, it becomes an expectation. It becomes the new norm. It becomes the presumption. And if that becomes the new norm, then that might hinder a lot of future marriages because the other person is waiting for the other person to propose. Like I said, I'm not against it. I don't want this to be a taboo. If a woman wants to do this, go ahead, sweetie. But normalize, I don't think we should.
Yeah, so she says she doesn't want it normalized, but she doesn't want it to be seen as taboo. So is that going against, is that contradicting herself? Because I listened to it and I was just like, is she contradicting herself? Because when you think about it, it's like, okay, you saying you don't want it to be taboo, but you're saying you don't want to normalize either. But usually things that aren't taboo are normal things to do. So I don't know. I don't know. It sounded like she was going back and forth real quick. This guy was on the street.
Let me ask you this. Have you seen like women proposing to men? Like how you feel about that?
I would never do that in my life, like ever. That's so embarrassing.
I don't have anything against women proposing to men, but traditionally in my life, I want to propose to my future.
So the woman says she would never do that, and the man that he asked was like, I don't have nothing against it, but I would want to be the one to propose. This woman, she had an interesting take on it. She said, you know, there's 3 reasons why we should propose to men.
Here are the top 3 reasons I think more women should propose to men. Number 1, men's rings are a lot easier to pick out. They're a lot more simple. And men tend to stereotypically not care as much about what they look like. Whereas women I know have strategic, picked out one or had to like show their partner exactly what they wanted, or they went and upgraded what they got afterward because they didn't like it. So this is just simpler. 2, the perfect proposal for men. There's so many stereotypes and so many over-the-top things that we've started to create this expectation that men have to go above and beyond to propose, and that it has to be some elaborate thing, whereas for women it's a surprise in and of itself that they're doing it. And 3, when you're talking about love in the future with younger people or your family, it goes to show that you don't have to be of one gender, or you don't have to wait around for a man to ask you.
So she gave 3 good reasons. I mean, breaking gender stereotypes, men have simpler rings. You don't have to go through the whole big proposal thing. I mean, sounds good. It sounds good. But realistically, who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Being a woman, like, who wants to go and propose to a man? What man wants to be proposed to? I mean, I'm going to wrap up this segment. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of thoughts on this topic. Like I said, feel free to comment in the comment section. Feel free to let off on my IG page under that particular post so that I can get some more feedback. I think it's a very interesting topic. I think that it's something that we should discuss. And I think that it's something that wouldn't have been discussed like 10 years ago because it was definitely taboo, not to be heard of. But also you got to think of this too. And I know I'm probably playing devil's advocate or whatever have you. Y'all, my hair is in my face and it is bothering the crap out of me. All right. I'm like, if I really wanted to be ghetto, I'll just snatch this whole thing off. But I'm not gonna do that to y'all. I'm not gonna scare y'all tonight. All right, come on this side. All right. So think of it like this: a lot of women do not want to wait. Because if we wait around for a man to propose to us, right? And we are with him for years and years and years. I mean, living with him, having children with him, all of these different things. I mean, we're pretty much married. We just don't have their certificate, right? But that certificate holds a lot of weight. Because what if the guy passes away, right? And now you, as a common law wife, really have no say in his burial and anything unless it's in his will. In our community, a lot of us do not write our wills. Now, do in our community, a lot of us do not have life insurance or a plan, right? Which we're trying to change one show at a time. But because these things are not in place, women are faced with the task of watching his family members who probably ain't never talked to or haven't spoken to him in years and years and years come out of the woodworks all of a sudden and want to be all up in the mix. His kids, which is your kids, they benefit from everything, but let's say they're not old enough to handle anything like that. It's just putting the woman in a very crazy predicament, right? Because if a woman passes away, yeah, the nurturing and all that stuff might not be there, but the financial aspect of it, if the woman is not the main breadwinner in the family, the man will be able to carry on, and he's not particularly worried about, oh, if, you know, he'll want to take care of her final stuff, but he can assert his masculinity and take the reins, right? Because if a woman passes away in a relationship and then her family starts rushing in and everything, the man can be like, yo, y'all not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna come in here and tell me how to do things over here. And people will leave him alone, right? Because he's asserting his masculine energy. But when a woman is faced with her mate passing away and the family rushes in, they just run all over her, you know, and then it's a crazy situation. So I think that's why a lot of women, especially after 2020 and seeing how devastated everyone was after 2020, like going through the whole pandemic and everything like that, they're probably like, listen, we have to tie the knot, because I do not want stuff to happen and I don't have no say in what's going on with everything, because I'm not technically your wife. Like I mean legally your wife. I'm technically your wife, but I'm not legally your wife. You get what I'm saying? So now there's a whole bunch of hoopla, and women don't want to go through that. Women don't want to go through that, and that's why I think that there has been this shift, because we let y'all keep making decisions, y'all keep messing up. So a lot of women be like, let me just slip inside up in there, make sure things is taken care of properly. And that may not be right, because men feel emasculated and everything like that. But here's the thing, accountability. Y'all don't want to feel emasculated and everything. Y'all got to step up. Y'all got to step up. Right? Y'all got to say, listen, this is what I want. Stop playing around. This is not the time to be playing around. This is not waste her time 2023. Don't do it. And another reason why a lot of women, they say they want to go and propose to their man and see where their head is actually at. Because if a woman get down on one knee and propose to you and you're like, then a light bulb is going to go off in her head, like, he really don't want to be with me. He really don't want to marry me. He want to keep just stringing me along. And that's not right, yo. It's not right. So I understand the reasoning behind it. I may not want to do it myself. I throw no shade to anybody that wants to do it. but I just want to let y'all know I understand the reasoning behind it. And I want to end the hot topic with this video. It's a little compilation. One is a proposal going wrong, and then I think it's like 2 or 3 that's going right. So I'm gonna play this, and then that'll wrap up our hot topic.
She's asking him, eh? Is that a new thing or what?
It's not the first time you've ever seen that.
We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, we're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling, you.
I'm coming in hot.
So that wrapped up our hot topic, y'all. Was it sizzling enough for y'all? I saw a comment right here. Barry was like, no, I don't see a reason to do it. It's okay. Listen, everybody has their own opinion, right? So it's a crazy time we live in right now. But that was our hot topic. I hope it helped someone. I hope y'all got a lot of info out of that. It was crazy. Shout out to my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals. No additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. I'm telling you, this water is so good. I made some tea. I wanted to drink something a little warmer for my throat. So I made my tea with Euphoria Water. A little bit of honey, some tea bags, and that's it. Some Euphoria Water. That's it. That's all you need. So, and I have it in my Think Different TV stainless steel travel mug. I'm the plug. So we're gonna go on to our next segment, which is our independent artist topic of the night, our music discussion about spamming. All right. So I saw this video done by Brianna DeMeo. She actually is someone I graduated high school with. All right. Shout out to Girls High, our alma mater. And she is one of the owners of Taste Creators, which is a music studio here in Philadelphia. So I was like, when I saw her video, I was like, wow, okay, all right, I can get behind this. I understand what's going on. So let me see if I can find the find what I need real quick. Don't mind me, don't mind me. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better at this. I'm gonna get better at this. Trust and believe. Trust and believe it. All right. Because I want to give her a quick shout out before I jump into her video, because I found it very informational. Is that a word? Informational? Informational? I don't know. I'm not gonna break my brain today. Taste Creators is an artist development company built to help artists build leverage in today's music industry. The team is passionate about helping artists be as successful and self-sufficient as possible. The road to a long, successful music career looks different for everybody, and Taste Creators is here to help artists discover what winning looks like for them. Taste Creators day-to-day involves making artists and their teams' lives easier by helping them build their infrastructure, grow and monetize their audience, master the ins and outs of the music business, and perfect and focus on what matters most, the music. And that is so refreshing, because who as an artist doesn't want to just be the artist, like, and let everything else be handled by people who care about our careers and want to help us get to the next level, similar to rapbooks.com, right? So Taste Creators is right here in Philly, and she is an amazing person, and she had this message for artists that I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense.
You want people to think that it was their idea to check you out. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to go to my Twitter example, right? I'm tweeting some music knowledge or something, right? Should you A, reply, hop in my mentions with a music link, or should you B, join in on the conversation, right? Because I think you should what? B, join in on the conversation. If you're watching this, I hope you picked B, because that's what you should do, right? Because then I'm going to be like, yo, who is this person? Let me click on their profile. Now, it's up to you to make sure that you have your music readily available, right? Especially if you're on Twitter, make sure you have a pinned tweet with your latest song, preferably with a video uploaded to the tweet so people can preview it before they click. But you see how that was my idea, right? You didn't have to spam me with it. All you had to do was join in on the conversation, and I'm automatically be like, curious. Oh, let me go check this person out. Now, if that pinned tweet is fire, now you got a fan for life. Now I'm like, oh shit, I'm feeling like I missed out. And I've been missing out this whole fucking time. So now I'm going to go check out your whole entire catalog. You ain't even have to ask me. You didn't have to ask me to check it out. You didn't have to at me with your music link. All you had to do is be a real person, join in on the conversation.
And join in the conversation, right? So make sure y'all, if y'all can, go on IG and follow her at Taste Creators. That's TasteCreators, right? That is the platform that she has going on IG. Now, I found that very interesting, because not even just as an artist, okay, as someone who creates content, and I have a show on top of me having my music that I am pushing as well. I can't keep spamming people with links. And oh my goodness, people do this. They do this so often. It's crazy. Like, there are so many different things that musicians need to stop doing. So many things they need to stop doing. I'm gonna tell y'all social media mistakes, myths, stuff they shouldn't do. So here we go. I'm pulling it up right now, but while I'm pulling it up, my own personal, right? So when I first, and when you're running a business too, there's a lot of things you learn not to do on your journey, right? And when people tell you that that's not the most effective way, I would say consider the source first. And if the source is credible, ask that source how you can be better at it. And if they're willing to give you the information on how to be better at what you want to do, then listen up. Listen up. There's a lot of artists out there that feel like how I'm going to get people to listen to my music is if I keep DMing people my videos and my links to my music and all this crazy stuff, right? But I found this article written by Amanda Molindo, and she was talking about the mistakes, myths, and misconceptions about social media and how you could be. Now it says, is social media even worth it anymore? That's one of the subtopics in her article, right? And it's absolutely worth it right now. As much as a millennial like myself doesn't like doing the TikTok videos or the reels or anything like that, I know in order for me to be successful and get it out in front of as many eyes as possible, I have to create content. Content is currency, right? So social media is a necessity at this point. You must have some type of social media. If you're an artist or whatever you do, you must have a social media. Like, I can't believe it's still artists out there that's like, I ain't got no Instagram. I don't got a Twitter. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have this. I don't have that. It's like, what do you have? Oh, I have a Reverb Nation page. If you don't get out of here, I got a SoundCloud page. Get out of here. Like, you're living in the dark ages. You have to get on board with TikTok and the Instagram. You have to do it. Snapchat, you have, because people's attention spans are like Disney. It's like this, teeny tiny. And you have to, in a few seconds, make an impact on them so great that they like, oh snap, I have to. And it's crazy because there's stuff trending right now on Instagram and TikTok that you wouldn't even imagine. Now, back in the day, I'm gonna tell y'all something that was super trending, and it is still hilarious to this day. Anybody who is my age or older, maybe a little bit younger, might remember Nyan Cat. Y'all remember Nyan Cat? Don't tell me that y'all didn't want to see that video of that Pop-Tart cat going through the galaxy, farting rainbows. And the music was like it. I don't even know if that's how it goes. It was so daggone captivating, and it was so funny. They did 10-hour, 20-hour videos of this cat going through the sky, farting rainbows, and it was a Pop-Tart with a Pop-Tart body. Now, y'all know what's trending now? This long-nosed dog with playing the cellophane cover of Miss Piggy singing, "Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you." This is trending right now on social media. The person that created that has a whole bunch. I used that video on my thing and remixed it with my son singing it at the end. that John got an upwards of over 150 likes in a matter of hours. It's ridiculous. So is social media worth it? Absolutely. You want to grow your following, you want to get people to start looking at your page, there's a lot of different things you have to do. And this article actually talks about those things. So let me move it along because we're running on time. All right. One thing she mentions in her article is choosing the wrong social media platforms for your goals. Before you start, she said, before you start creating any dedicated social media accounts for your art, you need to understand which ones will actually help you achieve your goals. Each platform functions a little differently, and understanding how they all work best will help you focus your time on something that will actually work for you. All right. I'm like, okay. Here's one thing that works against artists: not posting frequently enough. But here's my take on this. And I don't know why my chair keeps going all the way down. So, am I that big? So here's the thing about that. Not posting frequently enough. Either you're not posting on a daily basis, or you're posting on a daily basis, but you're not posting enough content relevant to what you do. Or sometimes you can post a little bit too much of what you do and not really show your personality. And that can count against you as well. All right. Now, you can also post at the wrong time. So you want to learn. They have all these things in your back office of your IG and everything to show when your friends are more, when they're like at peak hours, when they're on, and you can know when can I post. I can post around 12 in the afternoon because everybody's on lunch that I know that's on, and they'll jump right on social media, right? So posting at the right time, relying on cross-posting between platforms. Almost all social media platforms allow cross-posting, and I'm quoting from Amanda Molindo's article. Almost all social media platforms allow cross-posting, but that can discourage people from following you elsewhere because you're pretty much posting the same thing on TikTok that you're posting on IG. And I try to, when I'm on TikTok, I'm posting different stuff. I might post more of me singing on TikTok. On Instagram, on Instagram, I'm doing more about my show and other posts, you know. Besides, I think TikTok has a better, when you're singing on there, I think they have a better audio platform anyway. But what do we really want to talk about? Here's one of the major ones: neglecting to connect with people in person, right? Not showing who you are as a person on these social media websites is very important. You don't want to get spammy. You don't want to go on somebody's post. This is so annoying. Do y'all post stuff on Instagram, and then those people that like to do the sketches, they say, oh, I want to sketch you or whatever, or the people that say, this is a great pic, DM me so we can talk about your pic, so I can post your pic, or can I post this pic on my page or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't like those. I get it, but I don't like them. Don't forget to be a person. Interact with people in the posts. Like Brianna was talking about, she said, when I post something on Twitter and someone interacts with the conversation, I'm going to be interested in who is this person interacting with my conversation. So I'm going to go and I'm going to look this person up. And of course I'm paraphrasing what she said, but she said also you go to the page and it's up to that person to make sure that they have all the relevant content to what they do on their page. So if I'm putting myself out there that I'm a singer, I'm gonna have clips of me singing on my page. If I put myself out there as a host of a TV show, Think Different TV, every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to put up clips relevant to that, right? Like, what do you want people to most know you for, right? So a lot of times, so I've seen an increase. Okay, I've seen an increase in follows, likes, comments, shares when I interact with people more. I don't go on people's posts and type, hey, this is a great post. Check out my post at such on my page. Or no, I comment on the post. Like if it's a post about someone getting married, I'll say, oh my gosh, that's a beautiful bride. Or you get what I'm saying? Like, be human. And it's weird that you got to tell human beings to be human, but it happens, right? Let me jump to the comments real quick. What's up? Try, he says, salute LaShia. Trevo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Trevo said, somebody just spammed me their new song on TikTok. I blocked them. I blocked up respectfully. LOL. And he said, the facts, you got to get with the program or get out. And he says spamming links should be illegal. Well, illegal, but it also goes against the policy on these platforms. It goes against the policy. You can't just be spamming people. I know. You know, you can't just be sending a whole bunch of messages over and over to different people. Now, you might get your close friends, because you can actually make a close friends list on Instagram, right? And when you do that, you're able to send out all your stuff to your close friends only. And it sends it to them individually. It doesn't send it to them all in one group message, which I absolutely abhor. Okay? Now, me, I'm like this. When you, like I said, when you interact with people more, people start to notice you more. And it's also good to follow people that you genuinely like their content. Don't just follow people because you feel like they have influence and you want to get into the circle some type of way so that it can bring, like, follow people that you like to follow, like that have content that you like. You know, don't sit there and follow somebody just because you're trying to get on, because it's going to come across in how you interact with that person's posts. Gotta be genuine, guys, and that's appreciated so much more in this industry, in this world nowadays, than people having money or anything like that. You got to be a genuine person, and that's what people are losing sight of right now. When you're on social media, there is a point where you become a robot. There is a point where you, because I even noticed about my page, I was like, dang, all I do is post about the show. I'm like, let me spice it up. Let me do something different. And I'll post something just random. You know, that somebody will be like, why the hell she post this, right? But you gotta break up the monotony. And in my time when I'm going through, I'm not just going like, because that is corny too. Don't just like stuff or whatever. Cause I'm about to be like, I know that's right. Triva the fire. I'm like, when it comes to that, I lost my train of thought that fast. being over 35 is just not fun. It's not fun at all. Grateful to be here. It's not fun. My brain sometimes just it just deleted my whole whatever I was gonna say. But going forward, definitely want to interact with posts. Oh, in my spare time, I'm not just flipping through and just saying like, because that's corny. Like I was saying, it's corny. Because some people, what I'm gonna start doing is when people like my post, I say, hey, I'm about to just tag them, say, hey, what you thought about this post? You liked it. What did you like about it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about posts where I'm just posting pictures and stuff like that, because I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like when I post a post about my show or the topic at hand, you know, somebody just like it, but they wouldn't comment or nothing on it. And it's like an actual topic. And I'm like, okay, what did you think about the topic? To pull them back in. Be interactive, people. Is going to show you as a person. And even celebrities, they're starting to realize, like, if I don't interact with my fans, if I don't interact with the people on social media, I'm going to get lost in the sauce. I can't just be in and out. Like, some people could do that. Mariah Carey, Beyonce, you know, all these people that already pretty much put the work in, and then, like, all they got to do is breathe, and everybody like, oh, you know. Beyonce announced her tour, and that's another thing that I forgot to say in the Hit It Quitters. Beyonce announced her Renaissance tour, and people are already spending the tax refund that they ain't even get yet. like I'm just gonna buy these tickets real quick, and then with my tax refund, I can just replenish it with the tax refund. Stop it! It's crazy. But that's what I really wanted to get across tonight: is don't spam people, interact with people, be interactive, be human, be on that type time. Okay. Interaction with people on social media in any way. Now, of course, if you're controversial, you know, that's going to bring attention to your page too, you know. But that's why I said definitely follow a page where you that you genuinely like the people's content. Like shout out to Rel the Remedy, shout out to the Chubby Hoochie, shout out to the Real Malik Joe, shout out to who else do I have me in stitches all the time? It's a lot of people that I follow that aren't like mainstream. Like of course I follow just with the mess, just hilarious. I follow her, you know, because I genuinely like their content. I'm gonna comment. Oh, shout out to Mel Mitchell. She's like one of my favorites, and Tdtv, she's one of my favorites too. I follow them, and I look at their content, and I comment on their page. And then if you comment so much and you actually interact with them like they're people, you know, you never know who's gonna go and check you out. They might be like, oh my gosh, like she really be following, she really be doing, she really be paying attention to stuff like that. So you never know. You never know. You never know. Is that the reason why I'm interacting with them? No, I genuinely like their content, and I want to follow their page and know about their content. So that's all I had to share on this topic. I'm not going to say no more. I'm going to go into my next segment, which is my financial tip. But really quickly, shout out to my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals. Make sure you check them out on Euphoria Water on IG. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and you want to deliver it to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. And real quick, because Try is in the building, I have this one thing to say. Go Birds. Yes. Super Bowl bound, baby. All right. Before you stop watching out of spite. we're going to go into our financial tip. Now, this is not so much a financial tip. It's just me telling y'all a little bit about my journey towards better credit. I'm going to be in and out with this one because I want to get to the Jeopardy, which I love to do. Today is Aquarius season Jeopardy, which I've been holding off on because I had some other Jeopardies that I wanted to do. I was like a little bit behind my weeks, but I'm back. So today we're gonna do Aquarius season Jeopardy. So I hope y'all are ready and y'all know these Aquarian celebrities because I'm just gonna be rapid fire, baby. Rapid fire. 21 questions, $20 on the line. So my financial tip tonight was really just sharing my personal journey. So 2020 was a terrible year. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that's saying that. 2020 was the worst year after 2013. 2013, other stuff that was happening with me, not financial wise, very personal. Not gonna get into that too much right now. Financially, 2020 was my most devastating year. It was also my come up year at the same time, but towards the end. All right, so I was climbing up. My credit score was at 760. It was so beautiful. I was like, oh, I could do a lot with this. Now, 760 is not a perfect score. I think 810 is this perfect score or whatever, or 820. But I was almost there. I was paying all my debts down. Everything was great. I was like, yes. And then the pandemic happened. And then I was like, so it definitely drained me financially. I went from being able to pay my stuff on time to falling behind on my credit cards. I was financially devastated. I wasn't broke, but I was definitely feeling the effects of being financially devastated. And it was just a tough year. And I said, I could wallow in this pain or I can get myself together. So when we got the unemployment, right, I said I have to climb myself back up out of this rut that I done got myself into because I had credit cards, and because I missed payments, those credit cards closed, and now I had this big, debt hanging over my head that I didn't have. And it was just terrible. It was terrible because my credit cards was what I was using to pay for everything since I had no income coming in. So that's how it kept me kind of stuck. So I got the unemployment and I said, you know what? With this, I'm going to pay down my debts. However, I negotiated my debts down first. Then I paid them. I negotiated my debts down first, then I paid them because I could have taken a smooth $8,000 and paid off my credit cards. But these credit cards, you learn when they close the account, they close the account. And even if you pay them, ain't gonna open them cards back up. So I was like, do I really want to pay $8,000 for some credit cards that I ain't never even gonna be able to use again? Oh, hell no. So I negotiated down the debts. Thanks to a credit ultimate wealth educators. I went through them. I got my credit cards negotiated down, and I paid $3,000 on over $8,000 debt. So I paid that down, and I still had money left over. So I said, what am I going to do now? So I invested in a business model, and I started selling stuff for the business. And this was Mary Kay. So I invested in this business, and I was selling that, and I was making money. So that was great, right? I also took that money and and I got a secured credit card. It was my first one. $300 limit, secure credit card. The security deposit was $300, and I said, okay, I'm gonna put this down, and I'm gonna have a limit of $300. And when the key is to keep it to 10%, so I wanted to keep it at $30 at all time, because I didn't want, if you pay your credit card all the way off and then you don't use it, then that could also close your account too, which is crazy, right? You don't use the card and you're not hurting anything, but apparently if you don't have a balance on the card, it can close out. And that's what happened to 2 of my cards. So I was really pissed about that, because I paid them off and they could be used again, but I didn't need anything else, so I just left them there, and then the accounts closed. Isn't that crazy? So I got me a secure credit card, and I was paying it down. I was using it, and I was paying it down, using it, paying it down, using it, paying it down, right? So I built up my credit well with that, and I was able to get another secure credit card. But this one, it was through Capital One. And I personally didn't have such a great track record with Capital One, because, mind you, the 3 credit cards that I previously just paid off, right, was from Capital One. So I was like, I'm not even going to qualify for this. But it was a secure credit card. So all I had to do was put down a deposit, and the thing about it is that whatever deposit you put down on the credit card, it would give you $149 more, or $150 more than what you put down. So if you put in $50, you put down, it was $151. $151. So if you put down $49 security deposit, you have a $200 credit card. So what I did was, I had got my tax refund, and I said, I'm not going to, because it all happened, this was end of 2020 going into 2021, right? No, 2021 going into 2022. So I was able to qualify for a new secured credit card, and it was through Capital One. So I took my tax refund of 2022, and I took a nice chunk of it, and I got another secure credit card through Capital One. Using that, paying it down, using it, paying it down, using it, paying it down. This is amazing, right? Credit score going up. Boom, 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 boom. Then Capital One was like, hey, you qualify for another secure credit card through us. So this time I did another one, but this was like later on last year. So I was able to turn around and get another secure credit card through Capital One, but with a smaller balance. And on the first one that I got with Capital One, I'm building up my son's credit by having a credit card in his name already, putting him on as an authorized user, not necessarily having a credit card in his name, but putting him on as an authorized user can also build his credit as well. So by the time he's 18, he already has established credit, right? So I'm like, this is great, right? So y'all, after 2.5 years of building solid credit history and paying down my debts, I just was able to qualify for an unsecured credit card. That's a big deal. That is a big deal, y'all. That's nothing to sneeze at. That is amazing. All right. In 2.5 years, I was able to get my credit score to the point where I'm able to get an unsecured credit card. And you don't have to get it. You don't have to get it. But to know that I can now get an unsecured credit card, that means that my credit worthiness is up. amazing, right? So I say all this to say that if you're a person out there and you don't know how to start your journey towards better credit, and you want to know if there's something, sign up for Credit Karma because it's free. All right, it's only going to give you your TransUnion and your Equifax credit score, I believe, or Experian. No, TransUnion and Equifax credit score. But it's a good start because at least you know everything that's on your credit report that needs to be paid off, or stuff that you didn't even know is there, medical bills, whatever could be affecting those two credit scores. And you find out and you're like, oh, I can get this removed, or I can pay that off, or you get a good snapshot of your credit, right? And you can also get it's the beginning of 2023, brand new year. You can get one free copy of your credit report every year. You go to annualcreditreport.com and you can get your credit report, and it's free. All right, you get your whole credit report, all three scores, all three four scores, no, 3 scores: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You get all 3 of them at the same time. You see everything on your credit report, but you can only do it once a year. Now, you sign up for Credit Karma. Then Credit Karma is great with showing you, okay, your credit score is here. You qualify for these offers, credit cards, loans, and everything like that. Don't jump at everything you see. I know some people want to build it up real fast. Oh, I got to build it up real fast. I couldn't even go through Credit Karma to get me a secure credit card just yet because my credit was that bad. I had to go through First Progress, which is a bank. I had to go through firstprogress.com and get me a secure credit card. But over time, building my credit worthiness, I was able to get another secure credit card, and now I'm able to get an unsecured credit card. So the journey may take a while, some longer than others, but just know that it's well worth it, because now that I know my credit score is improving, it's increasing, I'm on my way to being able to get my home, which is ultimately my goal. So that's my personal journey. I don't know if any of you have a story that y'all want to tell, but feel free to watch the replay. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. Share the love by sharing the live, #Tdtv. Once you do so, make sure you like and subscribe and share and comment to my page, to my channel on YouTube, because my personal journey could be someone else's personal journey. Somebody else could have been going through the same thing that I was going through in 2020, and they haven't found their way out of the rut yet. Listen to me. It's going to get better. You have to work at it, though, and you have to want it. You have to want to have better. If you don't, then it's not going to really materialize, right? But you have to, what is it called? See the vision, make it plain, or y'all know the saying. I'm not even gonna get into all that, but definitely once you visualize it and then you stop visualizing and do something about it, it makes all the difference. And that's my personal journey, and that's all I wanted to share with my financial tip. All right, y'all, let me jump to the comments real quick. Morgan Harris is on right now. Welcome to Think Different TV. He said 850 is perfect. Oh, you're right, 850. That's definitely the highest score. Working towards it. When you have better credit, they say credit is king. You have better credit, you're able to put down lower down payments. You're able to I mean, it's so many doors that open up to you when you have great credit. I mean, you go to the car shop, right? And you got that good credit score. They run your credit and they see you got like a 750, 800. They bringing you champagne. Would you like some champagne while you look at cars? Would you like a croissant? Would you like some crepes? Would you like some what is it called? What is it called where Marlo's eating quiche? Would you like some quiche? Some escargot, some caviar. You know, like they treat you like you're royalty. All right? Like they like this person is definitely, we gotta kiss their ass because we know that they are going to get something. If we treat them good, they're gonna get something. So, but then, you know, some places that want people with bad credit because they know they can get more money off of them, but we're not gonna talk about those people. We're gonna talk about they do want their money. They want their money. So definitely credit is king, and that was my personal financial journey. We're gonna jump into one of our awesome segments tonight, our Jeopardy. All right, so I'm going to throw this up there because this is tonight's Jeopardy, and I'm super excited about it because, you know, it's my sign. It's my sign, and I love my sign. There you heard it. Aquarius season Jeopardy. Do you know these famous Aquarians? Listen, $20 Cash App is on the line. You must have a Cash App, okay? And the questions are fairly easy, okay? I'm not going to kill y'all tonight, but there is 21 questions. There's 20 questions for 500 point, 200 point, 300 point, 400 point. And a final Jeopardy. We already got somebody backstage and just probably try. Let me see. Yeah, it is. It's definitely try backstage. All right. And I see I got some Facebook fam on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that you guys can jump on here as well. Let me get y'all that good old link. Okay. Here it is. Copy. And we're going to paste it. All right. So it is up. Y'all come on in. Join the fun. I love smack talk between people. I think that's just the WWF girl in me. Everybody say WWE. I remember WWF, okay? All right. And I remember just watching The Rock and Stone Cold go at it, and you know, everybody smack talking everybody and just being awesome at promos. So when people get on here and they're just all nicey nice, like, yeah, hey, what's up? Da, da, da. It's like, no, I'm gonna take this size 11 boot, turn it sideways, and stick it up your. I'm gonna win tonight. I don't know what you came here to do, but I came to get $20 cash app. So I definitely want y'all to join in to the fray. All right. Make sure that I put up the right link. Yes, WWF for life. Okay. Okay, can't nobody tell me any different. That is the right one. All right. Yep. So I see Try is still backstage. You know what? While we have Try backstage, let me just throw this up here while we wait. And I want to play a little music for y'all while other people come into the fray. All right, all right. I see. I definitely did. I definitely did. All right, y'all. So we're going to jump into this because I don't want to hold up any more time. I want people to jump in if they want to, you know, win some money, but it look like we only got Try backstage. So, uh-oh. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. What's that? What is that? Hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta see this. Hold on. Wait.
I'm still the champ.
What?
The champ is here. I am the champ.
Yo, whose belt is that?
You were talking about wrestling, and I'm a big wrestling fan, and I am still the champ of this show.
So whose belt is that?
This is the WWE. This is the like the early 2000s on SmackDown.
Early 2000s SmackDown.
Yes.
You said WWE.
But either way, I'm still
WWF.
No matter what belt I have. Huh?
Wasn't WWF in the early 2000s?
It was WWE, but it's a retired SmackDown Tag Team Championship. I end up getting from one of the SmackDown shows. So whatever belt I wear, I'm still a champion until somebody can beat me.
Wait a minute, Brittany beat you last week.
The Reg was on last week, but you gotta beat me consecutively in these games to be a champion.
Brittany beat you last week, and then Reg beat you. You beat Reg.
Reg beat me once. And then I beat him like consecutively so many other times.
Yo, I'm not messing with you, yo. What's up, Carl? What's up? You just in time for the Aquarius season Jeopardy. And Chio said that's the Tdtv championship. Yes. #Tdtv.
Exactly. I'm gonna just put the name on the title. That's what it is. Official Tdtv belt.
So yeah, I'm hearing a lot of banging, like, and I don't know where it's coming from. It sounds like it's coming from over my head, but nobody live above me. So I'm like, what the heck is that noise?
That's the Chiefs knocking on the Eagles' door on Sunday night.
Well, guess what? We gonna answer, and we gonna smack that ass. Okay.
Okay. Good luck to the Eagles. That's gonna be a great Super Bowl.
Yes. It's gonna be Let me see. The second one in what is it? 5 years? Not bad.
That's good.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Y'all got a good quarterback this time.
Not bad at all. We definitely have a really good quarterback.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
I just want to block. I just want to block. I just want to. All right. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Nobody else is jumping on here trying to win this money. So, we're gonna do. How many can you get? How much can you get? So we're gonna limit it down to 17 questions. Because you're not gonna take all my money, try. I'm so tired of it.
Oh man.
It's
going to a good person though. It's going to the champion.
Whatever. Where is my pen? I had it earlier. Here it is. Okay. All right, here we go. 17 questions. All the answers. Carl, you shaking your head. You need to jump into this so you can win some money.
Yeah. Come beat the champ.
Carl, he's a Giants fan. He thinks he's better than all of us.
Yeah, send him a Giants
fan. ATL, you can jump on the link is right there. You tuned in, you might as well. I don't care if you're in ATL. What does that have to do with anything? Ain't got nothing to do with me. No, Try is a Giants fan.
Yeah, he must be a Falcons fan. That's even worse.
You got to come on here and beat Try.
Yeah, you got to beat the champ.
Okay. Because you know when Giants fall, they fall from a mighty long way up. So make sure you click on that link in the comments, and then you can come right on in. I'll wait for you a little bit. I can check and see if you're in here. So come on in, my friend. All right, while we wait for Carl to jump in, we're going to shout out. Did I already shout out the sponsor? I think I did already.
Yeah.
I did. All right. But still, shout out to Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. You're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. Also, shout out to me. My show is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to throw that up real quick. Why is it acting like it don't want to go to my brain? Okay, there we go. So there you go. Boom. Woo! That joint nuts. All right. We had a crazy hot topic tonight. How did you feel about that hot topic? It was on who should propose, the man or the woman?
I think, traditionally it's the man, but I actually saw a video last week where like the woman proposed to her man in front of everybody, and I think women should do that too. Like if you love your significant other, why not propose to him?
Okay. And how about this, right? Mm-hmm. So I know you know about hip hop.
Yeah.
So how did you feel about that? Did you see the tribute on the Grammys?
I thought it was great. Shout out to Questlove, because Questlove was responsible for that, and him incorporating every generation in 6 minutes. I thought it was phenomenal. Best part of the show, and I see a lot of people online talking about this person should have been a part of it and that person, but I think everybody was well represented. You had the East Coast, you had the West, you had the South. That's how it should be.
There you go. Yup. I didn't get a chance to see it because I don't know. I just, when certain artists passed away and certain, you know, people that I grew up listening to stopped being at the forefront, I stopped watching.
Yeah.
Not to say that these artists today aren't phenomenal in their own right, but they don't grasp me like the people that I grew up listening to.
Right.
And music is very subjective. It could be that I'm not listening for it enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to open my ears and my mind to a lot of different music.
Yeah.
But I just feel like nobody's really capturing my attention right now. I mean, Lucky Day is amazing.
Yeah.
SZA is amazing. Her is amazing. Jasmine Sullivan is always going to be amazing. There's a lot of new Snow Allegra. I like her. Sabrina Claudio. I like her. She's more she's not as mainstream, but I like her. Wolf James or Luke James. I like him a lot. So I just feel like, but it's still like it got to be something to pull me in.
Well, how did you feel about Robert Glasper, his album?
Robert Glasper. I haven't heard the new one. I listened to a lot of the older stuff that he did with like Jill Scott and all of them. Think he's a phenomenal musician.
Yeah.
It's just nobody really capturing my attention right now, and I don't know if it's because I'm just so focused on doing my own thing or what, but I'm not, the mystique is not there.
What did you think about Beyonce's album and Mary J. Blige album?
So I started listening to Beyonce's album, and I think that she definitely has done something that I haven't heard in a long time, and that's her and Mary J. They have their originals. You get what I'm saying? Right. So a lot of Beyonce's music is, I would say it speaks to her music now speaks to me more than her music of yesterday.
Okay.
Like I wasn't like, you know, the whole single ladies and it was certain ones that, you know, that was mainstream, that was out there, but it didn't grasp me. And her music today is more a grown woman.
Right.
You know, and more like I can relate to it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. The other stuff I couldn't really relate to. Mary J. Blige is always going to be amazing to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cause she sings with that pain and that grit that that a lot of people just don't get, you know, they just don't get it. Right. But the ones who do get it, they get it. You know what I'm saying? I like, I just don't think that when she do live performances, she should do a lot of screaming. I just felt like it was a lot of screaming. I get like it's, you know, you get into it, but it was one performance I saw her, she was just real calm and mellow. And you could just hear all her tones and everything like that. And I was just like, oh, wow. Like, this is a different Mary J. that I'm used to hearing, you know? But she was still singing a song that was familiar. I think she was singing Take Me As I Am, or she was singing one of her older songs. And I was like, oh, wow. Because it was a different arrangement. And she was able to show off her voice a little bit more. So she's one of those people like I believe, I'm not saying Keisha Cole is Mary J. Blige. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, it takes a while it took a while for my mom to get used to Mary J. Blige's voice because it's a little cringy at first because it's so gritty and so raw. Just like Fantasia's voice is real raw, you know. But Keisha Cole's voice is the same way to me. Cause it's just like, oh my gosh, like she's always crying, like Jesus. You know? But I feel like as she gets older and more developed, it'll start being like, and she starts working with more artists and more producers and vocal people that can help get her to that stage.
Yeah.
She'll be phenomenal. Cause I've heard it. I mean, I can't hit that note in love that she hits. I can't hit that note.
Right.
I ain't even gonna try. Cause I know that's a mixture of hitting an off note and having a lot of pain and grit behind it.
Right.
That I haven't experienced the type of pain. Did you see that she got her she renewed her gap between her teeth?
I didn't see that. No,
so she had the gap between her teeth. She got it closed.
Okay.
But she's going to be doing a biopic of her life.
Oh.
And so she got the gap reopened.
Wow. That's crazy.
So we'll see. Well,
I see Reg in there. Reg, come on here, yo. You and Cole, come on here and try to beat the champ.
Yeah, he's a punk.
Yeah. They don't want them. Y'all don't want them.
Reg is on. What's up, Reg?
Reg, you here? Come on. Come beat the champ.
Reg is on. Yes, Carl, it is the StreamYard link. Barry said, how much older do she have to be? I'm sorry, I can't stand Cole's voice.
I think she can sing. I think she's good.
Keisha Cole is like an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We got somebody backstage. Reg is backstage. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Reg, you here?
Hey, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
Hey, are you home?
Yeah, I'm cooking. I was cooking.
He's cooking. He's about to lose.
You said what?
What you cooking up?
Just made some pasta, some steak, and some deviled eggs.
Nice. That sounds like a
feast. Okay, the double egg threw me off a little bit, but okay. I guess that's an alternative to having a salad or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just made some kale salads in the refrigerator right now. I'm gonna wait about an hour or two before I eat some of that.
So healthy. Yay. Red meat. Barry said is he talked about Keisha Cole again. He said bad taste.
What y'all talking about?
We was talking about you know, he asked me about Mary J. Blige and Beyonce's album and how did I feel about him, and I was just like, you know, Beyonce is cool. I can relate to her music today more than I could of yesteryear. But Mary J. Blige, I feel like she's great. My mom, she wasn't really a big fan of her voice when she first came out. It was very cringy to her, but over time, you know, working with the right people, it got her voice to somewhat being tolerable. And I was like, Keisha Cole is kind of like that to me right now, where it's a little cringy. But maybe working with the right people, she'll. Is this gonna be this gonna be a three-way? Oh snap!
Let's go.
The first time this done happened. What's up, Carl? How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. You looking dapper, sir? Can you hear me?
I hear you good.
I said you looking dapper. So you down at ATL? You enjoying the weather down there, or is it cold like it is up here?
It's actually pretty nice outside right now. It's about I give it in the low 60s.
60s?
Like it's so nice.
Way better than the 13 degrees it was yesterday. Woo.
Yeah, I'll be back in 2 days, so you'll be back to that.
Oh, don't worry about coming back, honey. You ain't missing nothing. Enjoy your time down there. Don't be worried about coming back just yet. All right, so we're gonna get into this. This is Aquarian season Jeopardy. Triple threat match. Absolutely Trevo LaFire. This is a triple threat match. This is the first time this has ever happened on Think Different TV. So there's $20 cash app on the line. This is Aquarian season Jeopardy. Let's get into it. Now let me go to my questions. Let me set it up on my brand. All right, we're gonna get into this. So we're gonna jump right into our 100-point question. Hold up. Have to get rid of that comment first, and then we can jump into it. All right, here we go. 100-point answer. All right. Oh, rules. The answer must be in the form of a question. If it's not in the form of a question, it would be wrong. Even if it's right, it will be wrong because you didn't put it in the form of a question. Don't give people a chance to steal like Try did. And also, like giving you an example, the color of the sky is this. You say, what is blue? All right. Just raise your hand when you're ready to answer. All right, let's go. First 100-point answer. This Aquarius co-starred alongside Scarlett Johansson in Nanny Diaries. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Alicia Keys? See, I couldn't make it easy for y'all. I had to throw a little monkey wrench in there. Couldn't make it too easy. Because if I would have said this Aquarius, sang Empire State of Mind, y'all would have known who it was. So had to make it a little bit harder. All right, next 100-point answer. This Aquarius played the object of Cameron Diaz's affection in Bad Teacher. Reg.
Who is Justin Timberlake?
Absolutely. That was actually a really good movie. I thought it was hilarious. All right, Reg is on the board with 100 points. Next 100-point answer. This Aquarius got his start in living color, haggling people by saying, "Good Lord, that's a lot of money." Reg.
Who is Chris Rock?
Absolutely. Come on, y'all gotta be quicker than that. Don't let Reg sweep the answers and stuff. Next 100-point answer. "You told Harpo to beat me" is only one of the many iconic lines said by this Aquarius in The Color Purple. Reg.
Who is Oprah Winfrey?
Absolutely. Reg is on the board with 300 points. Last 100-point answer. This Aquarius is the voice behind Dory on Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. Reg.
Who is Ellen DeGeneres?
Oh, right. Jeez. I told y'all don't let him be. Come on, champ. Where you at? Crickets. Here we go. 200-point answers. It's still anybody's game, though. Here we go. This Aquarius took on the role of Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. 4, 3. Try.
Who is Christian Bale?
Absolutely. Try is on the board with 200 points. Next 200-point answer. This Aquarius co-starred as Eddie Murphy's wife in 1,000 Words. Reg.
Who is Gabrielle Union?
4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Kerry Washington? And it's funny because I didn't even know she was an Aquarius. And funny story. I was working at 11 for Locust, and I was in the cosmetic section, and this was around Christmas time. And she came into the store, and I was like, this lady look familiar. And she was like, hey, do you know what a Neutrogena soap is? And I was like, what kind of soap? You talk about facial soap, you talk about bath soap. And she was like, facial soap. So I took over facial soap, and then I was like, hey, whenever you're ready to check out, you can check out over here. And she was like, where is your Christmas decorations? I said, it's over in aisle 3. And I kept thinking, this girl looks real familiar. And then when she came back, I was like, I just kept thinking, and I was thinking about, and I looked at the lips, and I was like, the lips look real familiar. And I was like, And I said, you're Kerry Washington. And she was like, Dad, you said that kind of loud. And I was like, yeah. I was like, girl. I'm like, I don't even believe it. Hold on. And then she bought something that was like over $25. So I had to card her because she was using a credit card. And I was like, oh my gosh, you really are Kerry Washington. And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, what you doing in Philly? And she was like, oh, I got family here. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I was like, hey, can I get a picture? And she was like, no, I can't take any pictures. I was like, that's okay. That's cool. I was like, can you give me an autograph? So I still got her autograph. All right. That's it. So, but if I knew she was an Aquarius too, I would have been like, I'm an Aquarius too. All right. Anyway, moving on. Next 200-point answer. This Aquarius's hips don't lie. Ooh, that was a close one. Trevo, I want to know who put up their hand fastest. I need you to be my who put up their hand first? Was it Try or was it Reg? Because y'all threw up your hand so fast. He taking too long to answer. It's because there's a delay. All right. I'm gonna give it to Try.
Who is Shakira?
Who is Shakira? Absolutely. Shakira is the one who has hips that don't lie. All right. I can sing like her when I want to. Anyway, next 200-point answer. This Aquarius has come a long way from Little Wallace on The Wire. 5, 4, 3, 2. Try.
Who is Michael B. Jordan?
Who is Michael B. Jordan? Absolutely, yes. Uh-oh. You just had Try jump into the lead with 600 points. We got Reg with 400. Carl is yet to get on the board. It's okay. You can just sit there and look pretty into the 400-point questions if you want to. 400. Next 200-point answer. This Aquarius's character, Madison's personal hell, was being a cashier in a department store in AHS, The Coven. Try.
Who is Evan Peters?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Actually, it was Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts played Madison on The Coven. All right, y'all, we jumping into the 300-point answers. All right. This Aquarius is a Canadian singer whose government name is Abel McConan Tesfaye. Try.
Who is The Weeknd?
Who is The Weeknd? How do you know that? How do you know his government? How do you know his government?
Him. Love The Weeknd. Great artist.
I love The Weeknd too. It's a great time to get drunk. Next. So I can't feel my face. Next 300-point answer. This Aquarius is a singer and actress with her first role being in horror film Freddy vs. Jason. Try.
Who is Kelly Rowland?
Who is Kelly Rowland? Absolutely. Yep. I didn't even know she was Aquarius. Now that makes me love her even more. I was like, I can't believe it. I love it. Her birthday is the 31st of January, I think. I thought that was cool. So here we go. Next 300-point answer. At the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards, this Aquarius became the second female rapper to win Best New Artist after Lauryn Hill in 1999. Reg.
Who is Cardi B?
And try.
Who is Megan Thee Stallion?
Who is Megan Thee Stallion? Yep. All right. Next 300-point answer. This Aquarius peaked as an actor in his role as shapeshifter Jacob Black. I'm going to say that again. This Aquarius peaked as an actor in his role as shapeshifter Jacob Black. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Taylor Lautner? Jacob Black was his name on the Twilight series.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Next 300-point answer. This Aquarius played opposite of Clive Owen in the movie Derailed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Jennifer Aniston? Yeah, it gets harder, y'all. It gets harder. I'm sorry. We're going into the 400-point realm. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Come on, Carl. I have faith in you. We're rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. You can come back there. Listen, it's still anybody's game.
He hit a little pity.
He ain't even paying attention. He just here just to observe. It's okay. All right.
I'm trying. I almost had a few of them, but I wasn't quick enough.
Yeah. You almost had it. You got to be quicker than that. So here we go. This Aquarius will probably always be Loki to me.
Huh?
What?
I said this Aquarius will probably forever be Loki to me. 5, 3, 2, 1. I hope I said that right. I'm gonna say it again. This Aquarius will probably forever be Loki to me. Maybe I gotta say it like that. Try.
Who is Tom Hiddleston?
Who is Tom Hiddleston? I was like, maybe I'm reading it in a way y'all not understanding me. All right, next one. Don't say yeah. Shut up. This Aquarius's musical career began in 2010 as a solo contestant on the British X Factor. 5, 4, 3, 2. Try.
Who was Ed Sheeran?
And Reg, are you raising your hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who is Sam Smith?
And Carl, you got an answer? You don't know who it is?
I don't.
All right. Who is Harry Styles?
Oh, Harry Styles. Damn.
All right. Next 400-point answer. This Aquarius played the beautiful Glinda the Good Witch in the live adaptation of The Wiz. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Uzo Aduba? Yeah, she sang her face off too, y'all. She sang her face off. I was like, I didn't even know that Crazy Eyes could sing like that. See, if I would have said Crazy Eyes on Orange is the New Black, y'all probably would have got it. But I didn't want to make it that easy. All right, y'all. Next 400-point answer. This Aquarius played the elusive Quicksilver in X-Men Apocalypse. Try.
Who is Evan Peters?
Who is Evan Peters? Now you got it. Yes. That's my boy too. I love Evan Peters. Watch the entire AHS series. He's amazing in every series.
Same.
And then he plays freaking the dude Dahmer, and just like he just embodies every freaking character that he plays. Is just like, but I should have known that he was an Aquarius because that's what we do. We're just amazing in everything we do. All right, last 400-point answer. This Aquarius says she was spoiled growing up as the little sister to very successful older twin sisters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is Elizabeth Olsen? Yep, she the baby sister to Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, even though she's taller than both of them.
I never even knew they had another sister. Wow.
I always thought
Elizabeth Olsen looked just like them.
I always thought it was just the two. The Olsen twins or another older one.
They have a brother too. There's a brother.
So
yeah, it's a whole lot of them, you know.
So,
but you know, it was another reason Elizabeth didn't really want, the reason why she came out the way she did, because she didn't really want everybody. She didn't want to be in her sister's shadow, you know. So
right.
And I think she's doing a damn fine job. WandaVision, all of that stuff. She's amazing. All right, y'all. I'm gonna tally it up. All right. 3. All right. All right. I'm using my Think Different TV ballpoint pen to tally up the scores. All right. And I'm going to take a sip of my tea made with my Euphoria water from my Think Different TV stainless steel travel mug and tell you guys that y'all all suck. This is the saddest tally of scores that I have ever seen in my life. Reg, you're on the board though. You have 400 points. Try, you have 2,300 points. And Carl with 0. But Carl, you still are able to participate in the Final Jeopardy. You want to know why? Because I'm going to give you a chance to wager up to 1,000 points in the Final Jeopardy, just so you can get something. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel bad.
I'm here.
It's crazy because it's still anybody's game. It's still anybody's game.
No,
so here we go.
No, they.
Shut up, Try. So here we go. Carl, how much would you like to wager? You can wager up to 1,000.
How many times I get? 1 shot, 2 shots?
You get 1 shot. Everybody has to write down their answer and show it.
oh wait, let me get some pen and paper right quick. Hold
on, I didn't have no paper. I got a
If you're in a hotel room, you got a notepad and a pen next to the
notes. I got notes. How you do this? I don't know how to do Apple stuff.
Hey guys, while they're getting a pen and a piece of paper to put down the answers for Final Jeopardy.
All right, we're gonna do. I'm gonna go all in.
All in. That's what I love to hear. All right, he gonna fight, y'all. He gonna fight. All my life I had to fight. That's another one of the movies.
There you go.
All right, Reg, you can wager up to 1,000 points. How much would you like to wager?
on. Go all in too.
All in. Here we go. Try. How much would you like to wager?
I'm gonna wager $1.
He got on my nerves, yo. You are so boring, yo. I'm gonna wager $1.
If I wager everything, I'm still gonna win, so it don't even matter. So I'm gonna wager $1.
How you gonna say it don't even matter? Y'all, please,
if Reg could beat me, that would be an epic battle.
Right and put him to shame. Shut his face up. All right, and try to wager the whole thing. $1. Try wager $1.
I'm gonna wager everything. I'm gonna wager everything.
Are you? All
yes,
right.
I'm gonna wager everything.
All right. He gonna wager everything, y'all. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be so interesting. All right, y'all. Before we go any further, shout out to my sponsor, Euphoria Water, the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It's good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG at Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area, make sure you call Captain at 267-707-8279 so you can have Euphoria Water delivered to your home. All right, y'all, here we go. Final Jeopardy. This Aquarius's third album, Divide, was the best-selling album worldwide of 2017. This Aquarius's third album, Divide, was the best-selling album worldwide of 2017. There you go. Boom, boom. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell on our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV. That's the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Here we go, y'all. So we're going to jump to Carl first. What is your answer? This Aquarius's third album, Divide, was the best-selling album worldwide of 2017. Show us your answer. All right. Let's see. Next person. Reg, what is your answer?
I said, who is Ed Sheeran?
Who is Ed Sheeran? Yes, that is who it is. Absolutely, absolutely. It is Ed Sheeran. Try. What is your answer? Who is Ed Sheeran? All right. We have a winner. It is Try yet again, the champ. Yay. That's what I have to say. Yo, somebody got to come on here and dethrone this dude. I don't appreciate that a Giants fan is trying to spearhead the Jeopardy portion of my show, which is Eagles All Day. Okay? Let's stop the madness, y'all. Let's get on here. Let's beat him badly so that he don't keep winning all this money. Try, you get the $20 Cash App. I appreciate all of you guys for joining us tonight. Try, Burrow. We have Carl that's out in ATL enjoying his time out there till he has to come back. But listen, do you have to come back? Just think that.
You have to come back.
And Reg reviews.
Yes, yeah.
YouTube, awesome YouTube channel where he's reviewing different things, music, just everything. And he's amazing in what he does. I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out, tuning in so long. And I hope to see you all next week. We will have a different Jeopardy topic.
Yes, yes.
All right.
See you guys.
See you.
Peace.
All right, y'all. So that was our Aquarius season Jeopardy. We had an amazing show tonight. We had our hot topic. Well, of course, we started with our hit it and quit it, right? Because it was so much that we had to get out with the trending topics and whatnot. But then we had our hot topic. Who should propose, the man or the woman? We also had our music discussion, which is on spamming, how detrimental that is to an artist and how they should just be human and interact on posts instead of spamming people with links and videos in their DMs. And then our financial tip, it was just me sharing my personal financial journey and giving you a little bit of, tips along the way, how you can improve your credit score, baby steps, right? And then of course we had our Jeopardy tonight. So I am so excited and happy that you joined me here tonight. Shout out one more time to our sponsor, Euphoria Water. All right. If you want, y'all can definitely hit up Captain on Euphoria Water. He also has shower heads now, y'all. The shower heads be everything. Has different settings. You can get the jet sets. You had the shower. It's amazing. Okay, I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Definitely hit me up on my YouTube channel, Think Different TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. And tune in to Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shout out to my Tdtv fam all over the country. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for joining me tonight. And we are out. Let me get there first. We are out in 2 seconds. I got it. Here it is.
Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl LaShia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet.